Yo, what up, YouTube? So, this is going to be just a quick review of the Hori Commander Octa fighting controller. So, this is set up for fighting games only. Now, let's go ahead and start with the stock PS5 controller. So, of course, I got Tekken booted up. So, if you're like me and my homies, we grew up playing Tekken. We love it. I love Tekken. It's one of my mainstays when it comes to gaming. Play this almost on a daily basis. The problem, and I'm a Sony fan, so let me just state that if I'm saying this, then it's definitely effective or affecting me. So the D-pad on the stock PS5 controller, when it comes to fighting games, this is trash. It's garbage, and I'm saying that as a fan. So let's go to let's just go to practice. So when you're trying to move around, let's see if we can get this. It's kind of hard doing it with this setup, but it is what it is. So as you can see, of course it works when it comes to directions, but let's get my boy Steve, Jin Kazama. When it comes to the movement and input, when you're trying to be competitive online, this is such garbage. It's just very mushy, and it does not really. You can do your inputs, but you can see here I'm trying to really dip. So you do your inputs fine. All right, you can get combos off. That's all good. But you do about 4 or 5 rounds with this, and your thumb just starts getting trashed. This is just too damn mushy. So let's go over. Let's turn this one off. And let's bring up the Hori Commander Octa. All right. So if you can see the layout, you got your D-pad, which is nice and very, very clicky. You've got a left analog stick, which has an octagonal gate, which is, I guess, why it's called Octa. But you can feel that is very clicky as hell, too. Going back. Now, on the back, you have your selection. You have PS5, PS4, or PC. You can lock it. You have profiles for whatever game, I guess. So you can use it for fighting games. If we're going to go to our homepage, of course, I mean, you guys know what fighters are, dude. So you got Tekken, Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat, right? Of course. So let's go back into Tekken. Now, D-pad, you can see right away how much easier it is to do inputs. Look how you can bounce. You see how you can bounce the character? It is, super clicky. Super clicky. I love it. So you got, of course, your let me get in focus. 1, 2, and then your 3, 4. With Steve, it doesn't equal kicks. And then R1, of course, which is your heat or your super combo. Now, here's one thing I'm going to say, and this is, I know I'm talking about the controller, but with Tekken 8, if you do this, if you see on the screen what pops up, see that? So that's what's this new mechanic, and you can have combos set to one freaking button. So if you're just doing this, that's a special move. Special move. Look at that. That's one button. And then you can just spam shit over and over, over and over and over. Now, if you turn that off, you're back to OG mode. And you got to do your combos. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You got to do your combos the regular way. Now, OG Tekken fighters, I feel that's the way to go. This new woke bitch ass shit, I don't like it, honestly. So when I'm playing online, you're going to deal and contend with that. You're going to have a whole bunch of kids whooping your ass based on combos that they can pull off with one button. And it sucks. It's just, it is bad fucking, but whatever. So I enjoy playing against players that don't do that. Anyway, that's a Tekken thing. But as you can see, the setup, analog stick works too. This is dope in Street Fighter for those quarter turns. You know what I'm saying? Your fireballs, Hadouken, Hadouken, Hadouken. You can just pull off fireballs. I guess I can go boot up Tekken or Street Fighter 6 at some point and go over that. But you have your 6 button. You see how he pulled that off? I barely touched that button. So you have your 6 button setup, and it's just dope. It's awesome for fighting games. Like I said, super clicky. If you are going to spend time on fighting games, this is the controller you want. If you're playing on a 5, because it's just satisfactory. Let me show you one other thing. Now I got a homie named Hori. He hates Xbox. I had an Xbox before, and I will tell you this. Of course, when it comes to the best controllers, hands down, this is it. Haptic feedback for when you're squeezing the trigger, or you're playing COD and you squeeze that trigger and it actually feels like a trigger on an actual gun. That's the fucking shit. I love it. Of course, when it comes to fighters, no matter what platform, you need a fighting stick or pad. Some people use the arcade sticks. I'm just not good at it, so it comes down to a preference. But this is definitely dope. Now, here's what Hari's gonna hate. Xbox controllers, just based on what they are for a new generation, it's disappointing that Xbox didn't come up with haptic feedback or something. That's what PlayStation took over. But when it comes to fighters, this is the absolute shit. Because this directional button or D-pad is absolutely perfect. The Xbox controllers are just nice and clicky. I love finger fucking this thing when I'm playing fighting games. But, you know, I got rid of my Xbox and didn't really use it that much. I just kept the controller because I love it. But this is comparable to an Xbox controller when it comes to fighting games. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can boot up into Street Fighter real quick. And then I can kind of show you guys what the, you know, the quarter circle, the Hadoukens and shit. I mean, you can do it on the D-pad too. Like I said, this works. It does, you know. But after about 5 or 10 games, man, it's just, jeez. Your thumb is just going to be tore up, blistered. This is just utter crap when it comes to video games. Or fighting games. But you don't even use this. Like in COD, you don't really use this much. Just up to mark locations or mark items. Use right when you're going to use your kill streaks. But other than that, you don't really do anything with that. So I love it for COD, definitely. I'm still debating if I'm going to spend $200 on the Edge controller. That's a grip of money, man. And when you got kids, it's hard to justify. What? Oh, okay. Download. Health warning. All right. Let's get into it. Damn. Hella title pages. All right. Press any button. Let's go. Come on. But I'm telling you, for the price, I paid 2,000 pesos for this, which is $40 here. But I think in the States it's $60, maybe 70, depending on where you get it from. You know, if you're gonna get it from a gaming store or whatnot. Let's go into Fighting Ground. Let's just go to practice. Player 1, of course. What? I haven't booted up Street Fighter in so long. Alright. Now, I've never been a good Ryu fighter. The homie Hari's good at Ryu. See, it's clicking. I'm barely touching this button. And it's making selections. barely touching it. Another thing I forgot to mention, it is wired. It is wired. Now, another thing about the PS5 controller, I love haptic feedback, but the battery life is utter garbage, man. So most of the times I end up playing with this thing plugged in. It is a plugged in controller at the end of the day. So I really don't mind the wired thing. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't have a built-in battery. So it makes it super light. This thing is super light in the hand. So it's very nice to hold on to. So anyway, so you can see you can use the direction or the stick. Let's see. Hadouken. To be honest, I've never been that great at Street Fighter, and throwing the Hadoukens with the... See? It's harder for me to do it with the D-pad. I've just never been good at it. But, see? But with the stick on the Hori, you can spam that shit all day. So anyway, that's what I got to say about the Hori Commander Octa for the PS5. It is definitely worth the investment if you love fighting games as much as I do. So anyway, that's pretty much it. If you're going to go ahead and grab one, do so. You will enjoy it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Helps out a lot. We're just trying to get the channel to 100. First person to 100, the 100th subscriber, I'll go ahead and throw out 1,000 peso, which is 20 bucks. So if you're stateside, you'll get the 20 bucks. If you're in the Philippines, you get the 1,000. So please like, subscribe. I love you. And if you don't, stick yourself. Remember, whatever controller you use, as long as you're having fun. One last thing I forgot to say. You can actually use an Xbox controller on the PS5. All you need is an adapter. I just haven't bought one yet. But at this point, since I have the Hori Octa, I won't need it. If ever I get one, it's just for fucking shits and giggles and just to have it. But anyway, that's it for now. Like and subscribe to the channel. You want to hit me up, find me on PSN under Mavs the Machine. Come get your ass kicked in Tekken. All right, that's it. Stay up, stay dangerous.